I will start with building material, and it would be very simple. For this task, we got a lot of information in our base shapes. So we can go to material, use color user data, pick the object color, move it to the color here, and immediately everything works properly. Also, I won't be building based on base diffuse material. I'll prefer to use a transmission. I want to create not transmission, I'm sorry, subsurface. I want to create a very smooth and organic material here. So hitting Ctrl on color, we got this input. Move this thing here. Beautiful. Adding roughness to roughness. Maybe decreasing the IOR. Maybe 1.3. And increasing scale to get this wax look. Maybe 5. No, 5. 10. 10 should be okay. And also we can play with radius to add some different colors, but I will keep it as it is on white. I really like how it looks. It brings additional air looking thing here. Maybe a scale 5 should be okay. And now I see that maybe I will replace this one and this one with sphere. One sphere, 64, going to I1, Alt 0, duplicating, Alt 0, it's very funny. Move it outside of the extrudes, move it to the front and decreasing the radius. I think like this should be looking much more interesting. And now they are not perfectly aligned, so we can go and to copy maybe -45. -45 here. Move it to the down a bit and copy coloring. Paste. And here, so copy, custom, paste. Yeah, that's more interesting. Hiding. Now, you see that we have some problems with lighting. That's why, of course, we have this base lighting. We can try to off it. And let's try to navigate and to adjustment. Top, right. Let's start from this. I think it's too sharp and it's too bright. I think 10 would create a beautiful specular here, maybe 5. 10 or 15, it's okay, but here we have these blownouts. So let's try with 10, or we can go to 15, going to our post effects here. And I'm using the old camera thing, edit, preference, redshift, and uncheck native camera for the new scenes. If you have using the new camera, you can find the optical settings here. And there we can use a photographic exposure. So we have some problems. We need to go here in exposure, enable, disable. And here under the allow this duration, we have this allow exposure slider. So the more we have, the more exposure, overexposure zones we get. So I will cheat on this 0.3, and you see that we don't have so much blownouts as we get, as we got before this tweaking. Like this, pretty okay. Also, we can light it up with our film speed if you don't want to play with lighting, but I will keep with 100 and will improve all the lighting just with our lights. Camera, lock, hide this thing, going to our sphere, custom, and maybe decrease the brightness of it, not 100% white. the same here, not 100%, but maybe a little bit darker. It doesn't solve the problem of blownouts, but it's first thing to do. Going here, adding extra bottom light, decreasing, finding the balance, move it maybe to the back just to see how it works, because if we move it to the front, I think we kill a little bit in contrast. Also, it doesn't help with this side. Creating one more light here, area light, move it to the side, increase, and now, yeah, we're killing all these dark zones at the left side. Let's move this at the top side and decreasing the value because 10 is too much. It over bright all our things here. 3 should be okay. Playing with the position, the top view, just saying, just testing, maybe shrink down, move it just a little bit closer to get this specular on the eye, like this, pretty much okay. And we get some problems with this element, this sharp line here. Let's try to go into delineary. It solves the problem. Top right, trying to move it maybe to the back by checking what it produces as a specular in front, so finding the position, shrinking a bit. I want to have a gradient here, so not the fully specular lighting by this top right, but a bit of diversity. Also we need to light up these back wings, or I think we can go from the default color and make it just more bright to create this more cartoony effect. Also, I dislike how it matches this line, so I put it a little bit beneath or below, I guess. Picking these eyes, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, setting their color almost to white, very small radius, maybe 10, and move it to the front to create not these elements, but maybe a corner speculars. Let's try. I'm not sure that it will work, but maybe it will work. Interesting, yeah, like looking at the top of this sphere, moving sphere to the side. So yeah, now we have this orientation. I thought it would produce some specular, but not. This looks okay, and I think we can tweak materials even more.